Hello lovely viewers, you're welcome to Befeshow. Thank you so much for joining me, Kina Befe, on the show today. And we are on the ingredients series. Today I'll be talking about salt. On the table I have two types of salt. I have the sea salt. This is an unrefined salt. So it's stony. It's not fine in nature, okay? And then I have the table salt. This salt is fine and it's been refined already. This is the one we are used to, right? Good. But what I'll be talking about today applies to this both salts, despite the fact that it is more advisable to consume the unrefined salt. Okay, salt is a sodium chloride. It can also be called sodium chloride. It has 40% of sodium and 60% of chloride in it. Salt is used for various purposes. It is used in our kitchen, it is used by manufacturers, it is used by agriculturists, it is even used by medical practitioners for one reason or the other. But today, I'll be concentrating on the use of salt in our kitchen. First, salt is used as a seasoning. What salt does as a seasoning is that it enhances, balances, and heightens the flavor and taste of every other ingredient in a pot. So no matter the expensive ingredient you've added to your meal, without the presence of salt, your meal is tasteless. So you can see that even 20 naira salt or 50 pesos salt is more important than that your big fish in your pot. Okay, another use of salt in our kitchen is that it acts as a texture aid. Those that bake bread, we understand this better. Without the presence of salt in your bread dough, when the dough rises, it will tear apart. But with the presence of salt, salt will help to enhance the gluten in the dough so that when the dough rises, it doesn't tear. Instead, it will stretch. I'm sure you understand that. Another use is that it's used as a preservative. Long ago, before the presence or the invention of refrigerators, salt has been used to preserve our meat and our fishes. How is it done? An high amount of salt is being rubbed around the meat or the fish, and then it is being air-dried or sun-dried. What the salt does to the meat or the fish is that it stops the growth of the bacteria that makes that meat or that fish go spoiled. So that meat or that fish can stay for a long period of time without getting spoiled. In Ghana, for instance, there is a fish called Kobe, also known as salted fish. The process I just explained earlier is how that fish is being preserved. And in Ghana, if it's not Kobe, it can never be Kobe. No fish can replace Kobe in Ghana. So you can see that salt is used for various purposes in our kitchen. Maybe you know of any other use of salt in our kitchen, you can leave it down in the comments below. Now, someone might ask, what does salt actually give to us? I mentioned earlier that salt has what we call sodium. And what the sodium does in our body is that it helps to maintain or balance the intracellular fluids with the extracellular fluid. Now, intracellular fluids are those fluids that are found within our body cells, whilst the extracellular fluid are those fluids that are found outside of our body cells. So the sodium helps to balance this fluid. So now you can see that salt don't only balance taste of food or taste of our food, it also balances the water in our body. There has been this campaign everywhere. Beware of your intake of salt, reduce your intake of salt, and all whatnot. What do you have to say about that? For me, the big question is intake of salt harmful to our body, or high intake of salt harmful to our body? The answer is yes. Excessive intake of salt can cause what we call stomach cancer, also known as gastric cancer. It's also related to issues with stroke, with paralysis, and so many issues and so many illnesses are related to excessive intake of salt. So as a normal healthy human being that has no health problem, it is advisable that you just take normal salt. Like even if you're putting salt in your food, please just take it moderately. Don't take it excessively. I don't know why some people like adding so much salt in their food and they take it to be normal. Please, it's not advisable. Another big question is low intake of salt harmful to our body? The answer is yes. Low intake of salt in our body can risk you the chance of getting bad cholesterol. So if you are a normal person, you are not sick, that warrants the doctor to say, please cut down on your intake of salt, and you just decide to cut down your intake of salt from the normal level you are supposed to be taking it, you might be harming yourself. So if you are okay, you don't have any health related issue, please maintain the normal intake of salt. But I would like to advise that as a normal human being, you should visit your medical practitioner so you can check your salt level. With that, you will be able to know if you are to maintain your salt intake, increase it, or decrease it. So don't just increase it or don't just decrease it. Maintain it, but please visit your medical practitioner. So now you can see that this salt is not only for the taste it gives to our meal, it has something important that it does to our body. So if you know of anything that salt is being used for, whether in the kitchen or outside the kitchen, you can leave your comments down below. Please hit the subscribe button so that when next we upload our video, you'll be the first to be notified. Thank you so much for watching. I'll meet you next time, and until we meet, remain blessed. Bye bye.